Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 55 of the Georgia State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14, and we're back for week 9 of season 4, where we're going up against another SEC opponent, Auburn, in what is probably the biggest game of the year so far. Auburn enters this game first place on the West Division. They are, I believe, 6-0 within the, or not 6-0, I believe they're maybe 4-0. Inside of the conference, or 3-0, 3-0 or 4-0, and we are one game behind them. We have one conference loss. So a win means we would get a tie of the conference, or of the division lead, I should say, which would be big for us moving forward. But a loss puts us 2 games behind, and we wouldn't have the tiebreaker. So a loss today pretty much knocks us out of contention to get into the SEC championship. I would say that dream is all but over at that point. So nonetheless, this is a huge game. Auburn is 6-1. We are 5-1. Only difference being our loss came within the conference. We are ranked, however, but this game is going to be in Auburn. So we are underway here, not quite underway, but we are ready to get underway here from, I believe the stadium's name is Bryant Kenny Stadium or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty embarrassing. I don't know. I probably should look that up. But nonetheless, here's the conference standings to you. They are 4-0. We are 3-1. We are a game back. And a loss would kind of put us back down to that 2-3-4 shuffle within the conference, but a win would give us a share of, actually would give us the lead because we'd have the tiebreaker. So this is a huge game nonetheless. So we're getting it underway. Ricky Parks is there for the 6-yard pickup, now 3rd and 1. Jonathan Ford, the tailback, gets the carry up the middle across the 50. He's leveled, but he picks up 11 yards. Now Wallace is going to drop back. He's going to look over the middle, caught by his man Tony Stevens right there. And now 4th and 1. Wallace is going to try and keep it himself. He's got the first down, and the drive will continue as Jonathan Wallace picks up 15 yards for the Auburn Tigers. So still now 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Over the middle. This time it's going to be caught by Austin Wade for 13 yards. Now 3rd and goal coming up, and we're going to freeze frame it right here. You can see there's a huge mismatch with the slot receiver being covered by one of our linebackers. So watch him, or watch Brian Hughes, the receiver. He's going to get wide open on the little post route, and he's going to get into the end zone. I believe it's no, it's not a post route. I don't know what the routes are. I don't play football. I apologize. But nonetheless, Brian Hughes is in for the first score of the day, and Auburn takes a 7-0 lead. Check out the replay, just easily blowing by right there. Too easy. You can see the safety help was a little late. But we got a studio update here, and number 5 Florida goes down to number 7 Georgia, and I believe that's like the world's largest cocktail party or whatever. I don't even know what the thing is called anymore, but nonetheless, you can see a couple other upsets. Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech both lose, and LSU was in danger of losing to Texas A&M. So a lot of ranked teams falling, but now our offense takes the field. Jeremy Johnson returning to the place where he was recruited to play football before transferring after his freshman year. Auburn, the school, like I said, that he played for his freshman year, but I believe he redshirted, and then he ended up transferring to Georgia State. So Paul Walker is going to make the catch on the curl right there, a 15-yard pickup, and now 3rd and 8 from the shotgun set. Johnson's going to drop back. He's going to try and fire it over the middle, and that was intercepted. Just a terrible throw decision on my part right there, but it wasn't. I didn't really mind the interception too much. It was 3rd and 8, and if we hadn't converted that, I probably would have gone for it on 4th and 8. Converting a 4th and 8 would not have been easy. And just we were in about the 40-ish. You're not going to punt it from there, but you're also not going to kick a field goal, so I knew I was going to go for it. So forcing that one in there, you know, it was whatever. Chances are we wouldn't have converted that 4th and 8 anyway, so it was not an interception that I felt was a big deal. But Clarence Ford, the tailback here, getting the carry. He's going to break a tackle and pick up about 15 yards right there. That's Jonathan Ford. Sorry, they have another tailback in Clarence Gordon. And then Wallace looking, he throws that one away. So 4th and goal coming up, and Auburn will settle for a field goal. But they have an early 10-0 lead. Another studio update, and there we go. LSU loses. So that is the 4th ranked team of the day to lose. Florida, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, and LSU. 3 top 6 teams, and then another at number 16. So we get the ball back, 6:23 to play in the second quarter. Johnson will try to get this Panthers offense going. Ross Jackson's over the middle for the slant route, 14-yard pickup, now 3rd and 9. Johnson dropping back, looking right side. That's almost intercepted, but 4th and 9 coming up. And you can see the Auburn defenders are very excited about that stop, but we're going to go for it. I was kind of feeling pretty behind at this point in the game, and I wasn't really stopping their offense very well, so I really wanted to get a score out of that drive. But Rufus Warren drops it, so it's too bad. It was a bad play right there. Warren's got to hang on to that. Now in the next Auburn drive, they have the chance to go up by 3 possessions. Ricky Parks picks up a big gain. Now they're looking to the flat. This time it's Jonathan Ford who breaks the tackle. He gets leveled right there by the tag team of Ladarian Young and another defensive back. But Jonathan Wallace hands it out to Jonathan Ford. and Ford's going to pick up about 9 more yards right there. So 2nd and 1 coming up. It's another pistol formation. Ford to the outside. He's going to be brought down by Jameel Spencer, but he's inside of the 2-yard line. Now 1st and goal. We send the blitz, but somehow we ran engage 8, and apparently all 8 players bit on the fake. I don't know how that happened, but Jonathan Wallace is in. He's got a 2-yard touchdown run, and Auburn goes up by 3 possessions, 17-0 already. Not the start Georgia State wanted, but it's still early on. It's only the 2nd quarter, so we are not counting ourselves out just yet. We've had good comebacks before this season. I'm not looking to throw away this game just yet. So Kylie Neal picks up 6 yards right there on the check down. Now 2nd and 4. We're looking for Justin Wagner right there. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going down the sidelines inside of the 25. He's shoved out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A 35-yard gainer for the junior receiver. Now Johnson dropping back, tons of time, finds Wagner once again, who's going to be brought down inside of the 5-yard line now at about the 3. It's going to be a read option. Johnson's in, and Georgia State is on the board. That'll cut the lead down 17-7. Johnson with his first rushing touchdown of the afternoon. He has been getting a lot of red zone touches lately, a lot of short touchdowns like that I've noticed this year. But ensuing kickoff for Auburn. Here comes the return man. He's going to get all the way to about the 40-yard line. I think they mark him down at about the 39. So great field position. They run a little drop play here, but Jonathan Ford picks up about 10 yards or so, a little bit more than that. Auburn calls a timeout, and they have 25 seconds, a great chance to try and get into field goal range. Wallace looking to the sideline. That's going to be caught by Tony Stevens, a 20-yard gainer, and now the Tigers are inside of the 30. Wallace looking deep, and I don't know why Antonio Huff just stopped. I switched over to user him, but I didn't hit any of the analogs or whatever. It still should have kept going automatically. I don't know why Antonio Huff just stopped. Look at that. He just stops. I was so frustrated at that point, and we go into the half down by 17 points, 24-17. A horrendous performance so far from the Georgia State Panthers. They have got to switch some things up or whatever, or else they could see their potential SEC Conference Championship slipping away from them this early in the season. Not a good hole to be in. Like I said, if we lose this game, it's going to take a big, Auburn losing streak in the 2nd half, which I don't think will happen. So we're going to freeze frame it once again. You can see Walker is lined up against press coverage, but we already have 2 curl routes against press coverage, so I'm going to look to audible or hot route Walker to a streak route to try and beat the press coverage, and it works effectively. Walker picks up 37 yards. A great hot route right there from Jeremy Johnson. Now 1st and 10, 6:45 to play in the 3rd. Johnson, the pocket collapses. He's forced to scramble backwards, and he loses 13 yards on the play. So 3rd and 23 coming up. Johnson out of the shotgun set, looking right side. That's going to be caught by Paul Wagner. Breaks a tackle, and he's got a 1st down inside of the 30-yard line. And the drive will continue for the Georgia State Panthers. Now 1st and 10. Johnson looking short this time. It's going to be Walker on the curl route. He actually picks up about 10 yards. So 2nd and 8. Johnson looking once again. This time he's going to find Justin Wagner on the curl route, but he drops it, and they're going to rule it a fumble. This game, and I've noticed it, and I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it because it's certainly helped us before. But in this game, it does seem like players do not have to have the ball for a long time to be ruled to have possession and force fumbles like that or whatever. So we've certainly benefited from that kind of way the game plays, but we've also now kind of been bitten in the behind by that. But nonetheless, we hurt the quarterback, Jonathan Wallace. The backup comes in, and his first throw, he just throws it away. So we force a 4th down. We get the ball back. Now 4th and 4 for us. We're going for it. And like I said, I'm getting kind of desperate at this point. We're down by 3 possessions. I need to start scoring quickly. Bill Technic picks up 17 yards on the 4th down, and now we're looking over the middle. Justin Wagner down the sideline. Wagner's fantastic season continues. He's having one of the best seasons of Georgia State receivers ever had, dating back to the days of Albert Wilson. That's a throwback right there. Ross Jackson, 14-yard pickup over the middle. Now 1st and over, and a look play action, and Johnson is going to get sacked. A great pass rush right there from the Auburn Tigers. 3rd and goal coming up. Johnson out of the pistol this time, looking to the end zone, and that's almost intercepted. 4th and goal, and we're going to be forced to settle for a field goal. Down by 17, you're going to need a field goal at some point, so I just took the field goal. We're still down by 14, now 3rd and 2, and a big stop right there from our man. So we force another punt away, and we get the ball back with 6:36 to play. A 14-point lead is not unthinkable to overcome, especially the way our defense is playing in the 2nd half. So Kyler Neal over the middle picks up about 6 yards or so. 3rd and 4 coming up. We're going to give it right to Blake Gardner, who's going to try and run it up the gut, and he's got a 1st down. He'll pick up another 6 yards on the play. 5:42 to play. We're going to look play action. Johnson looking. He's going to scramble to his right, try to pick up a block. He's going to take off himself, and he picks up 8 yards. A nice job of running right there. Johnson is not the fastest quarterback you're ever going to find, but he can get the job done running. He's big. He's physical. He can break some tackles. He does not fumble very often. 2nd and 10. Johnson, end zone. A jump ball for Ross Jackson. He comes down with it, and the Panthers have cut it to a 1-possession game with 4:44 to play. This game is not over yet. 3rd and 7. Auburn, their quarterback throws it away, and the Panthers will get the ball back with a chance to tie the game. So here we go, 3:15 to play, 3rd and 5. Jeremy Johnson drops back, looks short. Paul Walker turns the corner, and he's got the first down. A beautiful play right there by Paul Walker. Now 1st and 10. Johnson looking curls. He's going to go short, though. Rufus Warren is there, and he picks up 7. They'll mark him with 6, actually. 2nd and 4 now. We're looking triple read option, and there is Kyler Neal for a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 14 after a sack on the first play. Or actually, it was a loss. It was a run loss, I believe. Rufus Warren is there, picks up 16 yards, gets leveled. But now 4th and 10. This is the game right here, and it's incomplete. With 1:41 to play and only 2 timeouts, that's pretty much going to do it. And Auburn takes home the victory. So our last-minute drive gets thwarted by the Auburn defense, and we end up losing. Good resiliency, I thought the club showed today, but just not enough, and we could not overcome a horrendous start. We cannot play like that in the SEC if you want to, ever compete for something like a conference title. But so far, despite the loss, we fall to 5-2. But honestly, at this point, I expected to be closer to 2-5 than 5-2. So I can't say I'm disappointed with how the season's gone at any stretch of the imagination. So, like I said, it's a tough loss, but, playing against such a tough team like Auburn in their home place, that's never going to be easy. So that's pretty much going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and take a look at the Auburn stats right here, and that's going to do it. So thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and as always, I am out. Peace.